Well, hello, and welcome back to episode 5. Now, with the rise of the internet and the way speeds have got lately, anywhere between 50, 80, and I think even beyond, I think you can even get something like 100 meg these days, digital distribution has become way more popular. It's not as popular anymore to have physical games. Some people think they look like garbage, they look like mess, you know what I mean? People aren't proud to display the games anymore. And I know how convenient it is to sit there and just click download and have the game within an hour or so, but I'm one of these people who likes to own a physical copy of my game to smell, cherish, and keep forever. And with the rise of the internet, like I said, people are even under the impression that some games are only digital anyway, so they don't even care. But given the choice, they might want to buy a physical copy of the game, but they've just got it in the head that it's only available digitally anyway. Well, I'm here to debunk that, and I'm here to show you 5 games that you might not think are on physical copy, but they actually are. So, with that said, let's take a look at some. So, first game up on the list is DuckTales on the PlayStation 3, also available on Xbox 360, although I'm not sure if it actually is available in physical form on the 360. Evidently it is on the PS3. Now, remember when Capcom came out with this game, I think it was a year or two ago, and they announced that they were bringing a physical version out, but inside, when you opened the game, it was a little paper disc with a digital code on it. Why the fuck Capcom decided to do that, I'll never know. It was the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life, but a couple of months later, they've actually brought out this. Now this, inside, I'm going to show you. There you go, no paper disc. That's a hard disc, touchable, round, insertable. That's a proper physical version of the game. So, don't be an idiot. Don't be one of these people who went out and bought paper, okay? Don't buy paper for £30 or whatever this game will be going for. Buy a physical copy. If you've got a PlayStation 3, that's number 1 on the list. Next on the list is a game called Amnesia. Meant to be one of the scariest games ever made, although I'd strongly disagree with that because I played this game, I think it was after I played Cry of Fear. Now, Cry of Fear is a free mod on Steam, which makes this game look like Disneyland. It really does, because the problem with this game was there was only one monster. Now, for me, a survival horror game is all about what's round the next corner. You never know what's coming next, and in this game you always did. Anyway, this is turning into the review. All I want to say is that there does exist a physical copy of this game, although it's becoming really hard to come by. I've heard stories in America, I've read on forums where people have seen this in store, took it up to the counter, and then the clerk's like, I can't sell you this game for whatever reason, which makes absolutely no sense. The only place I've actually seen it is on eBay, and if you do want a physical copy of the game, you're gonna have to import it because you can only get it from America. I got this off Amazon, and it was I was very lucky to do so because there was only like 1 or 2 left in stock. So there is a physical copy of Amnesia. There you go. There's the box. People are under the illusion, because it did start off as a digital game only, an independent digital game. It's very famous on Steam, so everyone assumes that you can only get it that way. It's only downloadable, but it's not, because, well, there's the game. Next up is a game called Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Now, the reason they only brought this out digitally at first was because the fans felt so let down by the last iteration, which was Call of Juarez, the Cartel. The reason being is because Call of Juarez, this series is really famous for its precision. It's pinpoint marksmanship that you have to be able to pull off in order to get through the game. In the first and second game, there was no automatic weapons. There was only a rifle and a shotgun, I think. And unless you were really good with them weapons, you weren't going to get through the game. And when they brought the Cartel, which was like the 3rd game in the series, they fucked all that off. The developers started saying, oh, we're going to put it in a modern day setting. They took it out of the Wild Wild West and put it into, like, you know, a Call of Duty style setting with miniguns, railguns, you name it, car guns. And it just, the charm, Call of Juarez, the charm had gone. Okay? So not feeling hopeful for the sales of this game, because everybody said the Cartel was shit and it sold so poorly. They only brought this game out digitally, at least for a while, until I seen this online, and I thought, wow. I mean, There's only a physical version on the PC. So if you're on PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360, I'm sorry to say, you're out of luck. The only way you can get this is on PC, which makes it a really, really worthwhile and quite a gem in my collection, really. That's it. Call of Juarez, Gunslinger. Oh my god, I hated this game. Next up is a game called Gone Home. This was nominated for Game of the Year. I think it was either 2013 or 2014, and I'm sure it won some awards. Now, the thing I hated about this game, it was hardly a game at all. It was very, very story driven. Think of like Dear Esther, but within a house. You're just walking around reading notes about this girl who's gone home to find her family's disappeared, and she's walking around trying to find what's going on. And she's all the while she's telling you stories about how she's a lesbian with this certain girl, and how she used to play Street Fighter with her. It's got a bit of a creepy theme going on, but it's more of a mindfuck than anything else. Because all the way through the game, you're just waiting for for some massive revelation. You're waiting for it. Like, there's one point in the game you find a Ouija board and you're thinking, oh shit, something's gonna go down now. And within like 10-15 more minutes, the game's over with no conclusion whatsoever. It's very unsatisfying. Whew, running out of breath. Very unsatisfying, and yeah, it was only digital for a while again, and then I was walking around game, and I seen this, and my jaw just dropped. I thought, oh my god, it must have sold so well that they thought, fuck it, let's bring it out in a physical form as well. And just being a collector, even though I hated the game like a fly to shit, I just bought it. Some people will really like this. If you're more into your narrative style driven games, you might get a kick out of it, but for me, it was boring as shit. But again, physical version of the game is out there. Okay, with a box and artwork inside and things like that. So, there you go. Okay, and last up is a game called Limbo, which is available on the 360. Now, this comes as part of a combo pack, including Trials HD and Splosion Man. Limbo was only available digitally for quite a while, and as of lately, actually, this isn't the only way you can get it. This was the only way you could get it via a disc. Until lately, they brought out some sort of special edition on PC, which includes like a limited edition special time box. Really, really good game. Okay, I love anything like Limbo. Limbo style games are probably one of my favourite types of genre. The side-scrolling puzzle type where you just drop me into a world and you don't tell me anything. You just don't give me any clue, and it's up to me. Almost like the fucking straitjacket of video games. You know, you've just got to work your way out. You've got to do it with no guidance. You've just got to wriggle your way out. And to be honest, I wish there was more games like this. I wish there was more games that you could sort of play from this sort of style. In fact, I'll see you all in episode 6.